What's up, guys? David here. I wanted to do a quick video to show you how I use Instagram to build personas as I build out my brand, as I build out my marketing, as I build out my content strategy. Now, personas, if you're not using them today, or if you haven't built one for your business, or even for your Instagram profile, you're doing it wrong. Basically, personas really allow you to step out of your head and your positioning, your product, and step into the shoes of your prospective customers and followers. And it really allows you to get a full sense of what their pain points are, what they like, what they don't like, and true direction for how to actually build out your business. And build out your positioning and your content. And so let's kind of just jump into Instagram and the way that you can really use Instagram and the information you can get from Instagram to really start to kind of create content that and messaging that really resonates with your audience. Now, I personally believe that Instagram is one of the best tools that we have today, literally, to find organic conversations and engagement, and listen in on users, and how they're talking about a brand and talking about specific products with their friends, with their family members. It really kind of gives you, it's one of the only, and I think one of the most vibrant platforms, but it's one of the only platforms that provides as much transparency as it does. And so you want to be sure that you're using Instagram on a daily basis for market research, especially building personas. So why don't we jump in here? What you want to do as you're building out your personas, and the first step is you want to find between 7 and 10 profiles, and they should be broken down as follows. The first few profiles, call it 2-3 profiles, should be profiles of magazines or publications that talk about your niche. So here I have GQ, we have and then we have Esquire, and then what you want to have is a couple of profiles that represent celebrities that are kind of close or within the same area your audience would be following or admire. And here I have Chris Pratt, I have The Rock, of course, and Zac Efron. So for guys who are kind of cool guys and they kind of want to emulate the coolest movie stars in Hollywood, I've picked these profiles. And then finally, you want to pick either competitors or specific brands, competitors that are doing really well, or brands that are much larger or older than your brand that you'd like to emulate. So here we have Topman and Adidas fashion brand Y3. So I've gone ahead and I've just kind of selected these ahead of time just so that we have a few models that we can take a look at. Now, what you want to do with any profile that you're looking at when you first start out, the first thing you want to get a sense of is what types of content are people engaging with the most. So as you can see here, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the first 10 or so, maybe 20 profiles, and see which images are the most the best images that people, best performing images over the last 10 to 20 images. So you can see here this image has 34,000 followers, or sorry, 34,000 likes, 25,000. Let's see what we got here, 39,000. Let's see, 23, 5, 37, 25. So it looks like we have a pretty good idea of how, so we have travel pictures that perform great. And then we have a couple pictures here of celebrities that people really like. So why don't we take the most popular picture here, Michael B. Jordan. And what you want to do is you want to take a look at the comments, and in the comments particularly, what I would do is start to kind of look through and say, okay, what who are the guys who are commenting positively on this picture. So let's look at Rob Underwood 09. Take a look at this picture of him, or his Instagram profile. Okay, so Rob likes clubbing. He likes fancy cars. Let's see. Kids. He likes the beach. So this kind of gives you a sense of, okay, he likes nice cars. He likes nice things. He has his cool shades. He goes cool places. And then let's also look at, how people are interacting. What we want to do is look at Rob's top performing content. So same thing, let's kind of look at the top performing images. Obviously, we don't want to look, kind of take a picture of his kid, but, 39 of him in his Lambo, 41 of him in the club. And so why don't we take a look at this picture here? Okay, so he has friends. You have friends that he likes to go out with. And so you kind of get a sense of, the conversation that he's having with his audience. And you want to kind of take that into consideration, but you also want to take into consideration, the conversation as he's responding back to his friends. But let's just jump back up. So, Luke has 1111 says, like that shirt. So Luke has 1111 is, into fitness. He likes to be outdoors. He likes to travel. So there's definitely a theme there of, guys traveling, guys doing interesting things, being in interesting places, at least with the GQ followers. And that would be something, these guys want to be interesting, right? And so I would use that as I would take that, I would write it down and say, okay, the theme is, travel. The theme is, nice cars, fitness. These are things that we definitely want to use in our personas. Then we want to, we can look at, we can do the same process for Esquire, and we could also do the same process for, and now let's jump over to celebrities. So Chris Pratt has tons of pictures. Let's see if we can find a more popular picture of him. Let's see, so he has one that looks like a Mother's Day picture here. Let's look at the Men's Fitness magazine cover, because I think that really relates. Yeah, so let's look at Austin Brim and see what he says. He says he looks like Tom Brady. It's a private account, but you can see he likes cars. Austin likes cars because his profile picture is cars. Another private account. Okay, so we're looking at Joey. Joey likes sports. So sports is another idea. Let's see if we can find anything else. He also likes going to casinos. He likes outdoors. So outdoors could be another theme. So you can see how, you start to kind of look at, why don't we look at his outdoorsy picture, or let's look at his casino picture. He has 7 comments. Lasser's his nice shirt. I think that's a joke, but yeah. So he likes, he went to Vegas, so you can kind of get a sense of who these people are when you're kind of building out your profiles. And the next thing you want to do, you want to kind of get a sense of the conversations that they're having, what their friends are saying to them. And then the next thing I would look at is, for example, Top Man. Again, this is a brand that's similar or adjacent to my brand. And you want to look at what are the top performing pieces of content, especially on your competitors. So, for example, this shirt gets 5,600 likes. These get fewer likes. This kind of is interesting. Let's see what this says. So this is a more fancy picture. They're more dressed up. And, D-Trings22, let's see what he says. He tagged his friend. So he likes dressing up. He's kind of dressy. He's in a tie. Him and his friends are in ties. They're fit. again, outdoors. So you can kind of get a sense of what this type of audience would really like. They like being outdoors. They like being in shape. They're more dressy. They like cars. So this is the kind of profile, the persona that you want to start to build out, and you want to look at, if you look at, let's look at this guy. It's his shirt game, and let's look at the conversations that he's having with his friends. I don't know if we're gonna find a good one here, but basically the idea is that you want to follow it and see firstly what the profiles of the people who are interacting with the content that has been posted by this brand, but also you want to take a look at their interactions with their friends. So, Jordan Wagstaff tagged Jaheim, but let's look at Jordan's profile, closed. But the idea is that we kind of take a look at some of these and we say, all right, what's the conversation? If their profile is open, what's the conversation that we're having? This one doesn't have any comments, but let's find one with comments. Cool. So they're talking about, this is talking about his trip to Lake Placid and people sharing that with him. And so you kind of get a sense of, the conversations they have with their friends, the moments they want to share with their friends, the things that are important to them. And that would be the way that you want to use Instagram to build out your customer persona. So first step is kind of find a breadth of magazines, celebrities, and then brands that are similar to yours. Then what you want to do is you want to dig into the people who are actually commenting on that brand's page, and then look at their profiles to get a sense of the things that they post and the things that they like. And then beyond that, the third step is what you want to do is you want to look at the comments on their pages and the conversations that they're having with their friends. Because once you start to do that, you get a fuller sense of who these people are, the things that they like, the things that they comment on, the conversations that they have with their friends. And then what you can do is you can start to build out copy and creative and even ads that mimic some of these traits that are happening. You can start to mimic some of the language that their friends are using. You can look at their captions and start to copy some of the captions and test that out. So that's the way that you would use Instagram. A quick video on the way you can use Instagram to really build out your personas. Hope this is really helpful for you. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.